Yo guys, it's your boy Hybrid Hit Squad, back again with another episode. This one's going to be a bit different. This isn't going to be an episode of FM, as you can probably tell from the title. So today we're going to be doing, like I said, something a bit different. We'll be going through a bit of the England news, and we'll be reacting to Roy Keane's predicted 11 for the upcoming game against Germany. See what he has to say about it. Obviously, he's a former manager of teams. He was also an assistant manager at Ireland, of course. And we'll see what he thinks will be the starting 11 against England, and what if I agree with it, if I think they'll win, and what changes I would make. I've obviously been taking a break from the FM content. That being said, I still have got loads of episodes recorded, which they just need to be dropped. Sorry, and I probably will drop them soon. I will be dropping them soon. I'm quite far in with Sheffield now. Too far to go back, that's for sure. But yeah, some interesting twists and turns happened. Some stuff, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get on camera. Some stuff I was. But we've built a really nice team at Sheffield. But I'll save that for the episode of the FM series. But for now, let's find this Roy Keane predicted starting 11. Okay, I've got it here. So in goal, he's got Pickford. Pickford. The guy's more sus than, you know what, I won't even say on YouTube. I won't even say it. He hasn't conceded a goal in the Euros, though. And if you're a goalkeeper and you're not conceding goals, you don't deserve to be dropped. Which is what he's doing. He's not conceding goals. He's kept a clean sheet throughout every game in the group stage, and that alone probably warrants him starting against Germany. In fact, no, it definitely does. It definitely does warrant him starting against Germany. So I've got no complaints there. At left back, Kieran Trippier. Now, Trippier has played well for Southgate and for England, and even in this tournament at left back has done a serviceable job. Hasn't been terrible at all. And same really goes for Pickford. He's a defender and he hasn't been conceding goals. What does Trippier bring to the team? He brings quite a bit to the team in terms of dead ball situations, as we saw in the World Cup semi-finals. Was it the semi-finals? Or the quarter-finals? One of those important games in the World Cup. And Trippier scored a really impressive goal. So, when you've got a player that's got that in his locker, you do kind of have to accommodate for that sort of thing, if that makes sense. You do kind of have to, try and work him into the squad. That being said, he's a good two-way player. He's decent attacking, decent at defending, good from dead ball situations. The main issue is he's not a left back. He's not. He's a right back. He played right back at Burnley and at Spurs. I don't know where he plays at Atletico Madrid, because I don't really watch Atletico Madrid. If I did, I wouldn't. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch Atletico Madrid play. Not that they're a bad team at all. We all know they're not a bad team, but this is very boring football. Very, very boring football. So I don't know if he plays left back for them. Maybe that's why Southgate feels so comfortable playing him there, because he has played left back at Atletico Madrid. I don't know for a fact though. He could have never played there before in this tournament. So a bit questionable, but I understand why he done it. Sorry about that. Maguire and Stones at centre back. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Are they great centre backs? They're okay. They're okay centre backs. Maguire's quite good. Stones, like Pickford, very sus. But like Pickford, also good on the ball. But this is probably our best centre back partnership that we've got currently. And if everyone's fit, Maguire and Stones are the centre back partnership that we use. And then right back, we've got Kyle Sky Walker. Man like Walker. Love this player. Absolutely love him. I think he's a great right back. So quick. For me, I would have started him over Trent anyway. personally, because if you're not playing Henderson, you can't play Trent, because Trent's not good enough defensively. You know, Walker is the best option overall, in my opinion. He's still super quick, blistering pace, can destroy attacks, and can help recover defensively as well. You've got Stones, who's quite a quick defender as well. Maguire's not the quickest. You know, you've got Stones and Walker down the right side. In terms of pace, you're not really worrying too much. So yeah, Walker's a good option for me, and I would take him as well. Now we've got a midfield three of Declan Brown-Rice, Calvin Phillips, and Mason Chinkford-Mount. Right. So this is the midfield three that Southgate has gone with throughout the games. Declan Rice has played really well. Really, really, really well. And I think it won't be until after the Euros when his price skyrockets and people look back on these games and think about what he's done as a defensive midfielder. He's done really well. Really, really well as a defensive midfielder. Has he been running from box to box, scoring goals? No. That's not his role. Has he been breaking up play, making simple passes and keeping position recycling? Yes, he has. His task isn't to be going box to box and scoring goals. His task is to sit deep, occasionally advance, break up play when you need to, and keep the ball recycling. Help England keep possession. That's exactly what he's been doing. He's been playing great, Declan Brown-Rice. Calvin Phillips. Very good player. I do like Calvin Phillips, I'll be honest. What do I think? He obviously got the assist for Sterling's the first goal of England's Euros campaign for Sterling against Croatia. And because he's got that sort of dynamic in him where he can bomb forward and make a good pass and feed someone through, and Sterling scored. It's a positive, and that's what we need. Really, that is what we need. What alternatives would we have to play in that position over Phillips? It would be Henderson and Bellingham. Even though I really, really do like Bellingham, even now, in 2021, I'm not the biggest fan of Jordan Henderson. He's nowhere near good enough on the ball to be an England midfielder. He's athletic. He's got a good engine. He's not fast. He's not quick. He's not really agile. Not very dynamic on the ball. Not a great passer. Acceptable passer. But Henderson is more like he's more similar to Declan Rice, and you wouldn't need two Declan Rices to play. You need a Declan Rice and a Calvin Phillips, kind of. And that's what Roy Keane has decided to go for in his predicted 11. I hope that's what Southgate goes for as well. He's also Mason Chinkford-Mount as well, a Champions League winger. Been playing great since, really ever since he broke into the Chelsea team. He's been playing great. Been doing a really good job at what he's been asked to do. And this is what I think people maybe get a bit, frustrated about Mason Mount is, if you watch him, he does what he's likely told to do. He's a decent passer on the ball, great energy as attacking player, which overall will help the England press. And he does help the England press, we've seen it. And when you've got a player with that kind of energy playing up front, it's only going to be a positive. Mason Mount definitely deserves to start against Germany on, tomorrow now. But it might be. I'll release this the same day I'm recording it. It'll be tomorrow. And then he's put on the left wing Sterling. I think you'd be crazy to drop Sterling, really. Because he's the only one who scored for us. Yeah, he's the only one who scored for us. And he's... sorry. And he started him off the left. Sterling on the left is interesting. Not what I would play him, personally. But Sterling off the left is interesting. That's where he spends most of his time nowadays at Man City. Of course, before he was playing on the right at Man City, and that's when I thought he was at his absolute best as a player, when he was off the right at Man City. But he's playing off the left for Man City now and playing off the left for England. In build-up, he's pretty useless. He's not great on the ball. If you're in the final third, you're starting to build up. You pass it to him, he's probably going to lose it. But he's got great runs. And on occasion, he can finish a shot. So you kind of want to have him in there for that. Of course, the games are at Wembley. That's just around the corner for him. That's pretty much his back garden. So he'll be turned up for that. So Sterling, I would start Sterling as well. Yeah, I think that's a good shout to start him. Then up front, we've got Harry Kane. Harry Kane. You've been absolutely terrible, mate. You're doing this dropping deep business. We've got Harry wanna be a CDM Kane. He wants to be a CDM so badly. I'm not having it. You're dropping deep. This isn't Spurs. We've got a good midfield. We've got a functioning midfield. Rice, Phillips, Mount. It's a functioning, good midfield. You don't need to be dropping deep. But where people are saying Kane's undroppable, I couldn't disagree more. I really, honestly could not disagree more. I would drop him. Hot take, I know. And I appreciate that. Let me know what you think in the comments, by the way. I would drop him. He's dropping deep. But by this point, I think this is all he knows how to do. We're saying he only drops deep for Spurs. He's not. He's doing it for England as well. This is how he plays now. He's not going to stay on the last defender. He's not going to play off the defender's shoulders. He's not going to be at the last man ready to make runs. He's not going to do that anymore. Spurs has domesticated him. Spurs has domesticated this guy. We need to play Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front. 16 goals last season with Everton. An Everton that finished below Arsenal. I don't know where they finished. I think they finished below Arsenal, which is shocking for a team that spent so much money and had such a world-class manager. They finished 10th, but Calvert-Lewin was a shining spot for that team. A classic striker, the striker that we need. He's big, he's tall, he's got a bit of pace about him. He's great. He could really solve a lot of issues that England are having with Harry Kane dropping deep, because Calvert-Lewin won't drop deep. He doesn't do that nonsense. He will play off the last defender, play off their shoulders, be there to make runs behind. And from set pieces, he's dangerous as well. Because he's tall. And he's got a great jump on him. As we saw in one of the friendlies just before the Euros. He jumped like completely over a player. Crazy leap that was. But yeah, Calvert-Lewin should be starting if it was me. If you're asking me. Calvert-Lewin should be starting. And then we've got on the right wing, Phil Foden. Right. Phil Foden on the right wing. Has been playing good. He's been playing decent, to be fair. He's not a right winger. But from what I've seen of him, he's been playing decently, considering. But does he deserve to start against Germany? That's the question. Ultimately, I don't think so. As a right winger, I think I'd rather have Sancho and Sterling ahead of him. As a right winger, personally. Even though Sterling's playing on the left, in my opinion, he should be a right winger. But even above Sterling, I would play Sancho ahead of him. Yeah, I'll be playing Sancho ahead of Foden. But Foden, he's not, I think, as England fans, we definitely see it through rose-tinted goggles, where we think Foden's too good not to play. And he's a very, very good player. He's a quality player. There's no question about it. He was in the Champions League final. Scrubs don't make Champions League finals. You know, honestly, scrubs don't make Champions League finals. You need to be a quality player if you're going to get to that level. And he got to that level and competed. He played well. Leading up to the Champions League final, that is. And he's a very good player. But as a right winger, there are two players that I think are ahead of him. Some of you might be wondering why I haven't mentioned Marcus Rashford. One, Roy Keane didn't pick him, which I think says a lot. And I don't think he's that good either. I think we see these stats, like he scored 20 or 30 goals this season. That's fake stats. You know, the guy's an absolute bum. You know, Rashford is an absolute bum. Yeah, you can feed the kids, bro. That doesn't mean I have to like you. That doesn't mean I have to like you as a player, especially. You're a bum. Let's be honest. You're an absolute bum. Have you got a bit of pace? Yeah. Can you finish? You're a right finisher, but you're a bum, ultimately. You're not built like that. 30 goals a season, that's fake stats. Marcus Rashford shouldn't even be on the plane, if you're asking me. But, I mean, I'd rather take someone like Tammy Abraham ahead of Marcus Rashford. You know, Tammy Abraham's a quality player. But for some reason, Thomas Tuchel hasn't been playing him. Even Frank Lampard wasn't playing Abraham that much. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they should have taken Tammy Abraham as well. You know, Tammy Abraham, Calvert-Lewin up front. That's nice. Forget Kane. He wants to be a CDM. He can bench warm. You know, he's a bum as well. Rashford, Kane, bums. But, I had a little tangent there. But nonetheless, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's something a bit different to what we're used to. Usually it's just the FM content, but I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit longer. Well, no, it's actually not longer than the FM videos, but for a sit down, you know, just a chat with you guys is longer. I think we're at 17 minutes or so now. But so I'll probably start to sign off. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you'd like more of these videos, make sure you leave a comment and leave a like. Also subscribe and share this with your friends. Maybe they'll enjoy it as well. Come on the England, and I'm sure we'll do a number on Germany tomorrow. Alright guys, take care. See ya. It's your boy Hybrid Hit Squad. Bye bye.